We have explored 1/3% of the world. I think that might be one of the coolest parts that, like, people don't consider. Like, it looks like all this land is taken. And so, like, oh my god, where can I live? But you zoom in, like, you know, there's a house over here, there's a house over here. But, like, we've been running down this way. We might see this place. Or we might not. Like, so there is tons of land for you to grab. It's just really hard to grab an empire. And if you really, really want an empire, you could spend money to try and conquer one. But they can also spend money to try and defend it, which is just really dumb. Like, you should never, ever, ever do that. Like, who gets in a money fight? Hey, good morning. Good morning, Mutation. I'm gonna go investigate the pine forest to see what it's like. I've decked out my Pyrelite fight gear. I've been thinking about, like, what job do I actually want to be? Like, now that I've gotten to, like, level 20 in every profession, so I can do every profession, I feel like the answer is I would like to be a hunter / monster slayer type Pokemon. You've been hanging in the trading companies, base farming tier 2 stuff. Nice. Dude, it took me a long time to figure out how to make Wisp Weave level 2 stuff. Like, I just thought, like, you'd have to find, you know, more wild seeds and go from there. But no, you have to grow the level 1 stuff. I think you have to do it in a farming plot. Hey, this is the pine forest. Tortuga. Oh, is that a waterfall? Climb on up there. Man, yeah, look how cool this is. Oh, this is beautiful. I love the pine forest. Ooh, we're dead set on founding our own empire, so we won't be taking... Oh. There is no empire here. There's the lands between here. Alright, hang on. Let's put on the empire grid. So if we put a watchtower right here, this square could be ours. And your watchtower doesn't have to be where you live. So, like, we could be this really cool place right here. And we would have, like, our main city be on this, like, cliffside by this beautiful lake. There's calm forest right down there, so you can get, like, the level tier 2 mats. And up here we've got most of like the tier 3 mats, I think. How cool is this? You know, Lurk heading off to bed. Sweet dreams, Ada. Thanks for popping in. Man. This will be gone by Saturday, by the way. Especially if the stream kicks off. But here. What I'm going to do, save a screenshot of this lovely place. And if by any miracle this is still available, I would love this place for our cozy empire. It's a terror toad. These are the things that I'm worried about. Like, we need to fight one to see if we can hang. Oh, hop up, kitty. Help me fight this toad. See you. Because these are ranged attackers. And so they can be a pain. Relax, kitty. Meow at the toad for me. He's winning. Okay, we run away. Oh my god, he's still getting us. Get down. Okay. We're safe. You need to eat. That might have been the problem. Might have been a problem. Yeah, so we didn't have the passive healing, so it wasn't a great test. An umumumbruhs. But yeah, terratoads. They might be like the only reason why we wouldn't conquer an area down here. The thing is, for any fight you can't win, you can just like run away, heal up, and come back and fight them again. Kitty, if you're gonna attack the mic, you need to say hi to everybody. Like, these combat modifiers aren't making a huge difference. But what is your deal, Toad? Like, you're in the ground. You can just, like, not move? Is that your deal? You don't give me anything? I don't know how I feel about that. I like stuff. There's also an umumumbruhs. I'm gonna spy on him. Umumumbruhs. Oh, so you look like some kind of buffalo. We're gonna fight that next. But like, it seems doable. Like, it's not a great time, but like, it won't be long until we have like tier 3 weapons and armor. Thing is, we'll be like twice as good fight wise for these guys. Will you hit that, please? I think we can use a lot of the elevation to our advantage. And I think if we get to like level 30 in slaying, we can unlock like crossbows. Rude toads. You notice the weapons, tools, and armors can roll stronger rarities too? Yeah. I did notice that, and the rarities make a huge difference. Like an uncommon short sword is like a huge boost. It might be better than like a tier 3 sword. Okay, let's get away. Yeah, we can cheese the environment. Like, the terratoads can be a little bit rough. You just need to, like, know when to run away. But, like, this umumumbruhs, like, it's kind of stuck between, like, 2 elevations here, and there's nothing he can do. And, of course, the area is also filled with jackels. But, yeah, while we're healing here, we can look up short swords. So like an uncommon short sword is 11 to 17. A regular one is 9 to 13. Like, that is a huge difference. And like a fearless sword, 8 to 12. Then 9 to 13. Like, there's barely any upgrade from like tier 1 to tier 2 common. But like, if you go tier 1 to uncommon tier 2, like, all of a sudden you're huge. Hey, said you could regen health. I will fight you for days. But like, can you imagine if I had a crossbow? I think this fight would be a lot more one-sided. Am I gonna win this? I think I am. Hit him. Hit him harder. Whew. That jackal wants a piece. Can you climb up here? I don't think you can. But yeah, if I have a crossbow and I can attack them from even 1 tile away, like 1 hex in between us, like, I can start melting these guys. And I'll be that. I'll be that for the settlement. I'll be the murder man. Because eventually I think I might get bored with crafting. I actually kind of enjoy it now. Like, I invited another streamer to like come and play with us. And he was like, I watched your stream, you were just sitting in front of a crafting bench. And I'm like, fair. Like, I didn't even realize it. Like, I was kind of enjoying it. Like, you can just kind of like gab. And it's not a bad time. Another jackal. I think we're just going to do a lot of murders and hang out in the forest for a bit. I can't tell if it's nighttime or it's just the environment. I want to fight this other terratoad to see if, like, it was just a coincidence the other one didn't drop anything. Maybe they got gear. And I just wasn't lucky. Please? 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 Alright, fine, I didn't want it. It's night. It definitely feels that way, but I think the pine forest is so pretty during the day. Or at least it was when we found that waterfall. Alright, terratoad. See, I'm wondering if the reason we're not doing damage to them is unrelated to our gear stats. Like, maybe our level makes a huge difference. You really need to hit that thing. You're not allowed to not hit that thing. And not give you permission. A female cervix. You can't show that on stream. It's a service. Never mind, we're good. You got a skiff? Neat. Didn't realize you don't have the knowledge in case you want it. Oh! Can you get the skiff knowledge? I haven't gotten that yet. Like, you need to be level 20 in sailing to use a skiff. And while I'm going to continue to grind towards it, like, it doesn't seem like something that's going to happen before Saturday. Yeah, you might have to do more swim tasks. What's your sailing at? I am very curious. Alright, we come in here. We do some damage. Got a defensive bonus. We can take about that many hits. Alright, run away! Alright. So, it seems the fighting difficulty that I heard about is I think people just don't know when to quit. Like, a lot of people were telling me, like, the pine forest was frustrating. And, like, maybe, if you're out here in, like, crafting gear. But if you're decked out in armor, like, these guys aren't gonna one-shot you. Like, we would try to keep our settlement very clear. I figure that's kind of my role as Emperor, is to keep the forest clear of monsters. You'll keep grinding then. You're at 12 sailing. Yeah, that's about what I'm at. I didn't think you'd be able to buy the skiff deed without it. That seems like a mistake. Like, why sell you something you can't use? Unless you can craft a skiff for somebody else. Yeah, there's an alpha jackal over there. We haven't fought one of those. There's a couple alpha jackals. Boom, got the drop on you. It's over. I have the high ground. Okay, the alpha jackals are weaker than the toads. That makes sense. I think this is kind of like Area 3. Like, you might reach find an alpha jackal in like a calm forest, maybe. Will you climb down like you said you will? Yeah. I see you. You get as close to me as you can. I think you can get all the way to me. So we're in a bad position. I'm gonna run over here. Climb up here. We're gonna heal up for a little bit. I'm really curious about like my Z-axis smacking. Like if he's technically in this hex, I don't think he is. And I hit him. Because if I can hit things like from the top of a cliff, oh, would you look at that? So like I can lock in combat with him. But if I step away, we're not fighting anymore. You can't hurt me. We're learning a lot about the mechanics. And it seems like it always kind of puts the player at an advantage almost. With the exception of... Will you climb down? Thank you. With the exception of like terratoads. Like terratoads can like shoot you through walls and stuff, so you have to like have a good escape plan for those. But like as long as I have this kind of level of elevation that I can manipulate, it's all gonna go good. Alright, there is something I want to check out while I'm here. Ooh, it's a long walk. But do you see how, like, the water is kind of, like, separated here on the map? I want to know if that's true. It's got to be true. Because I've seen a lot of good places to settle, but they don't have a fully connected river like that. So I want to see what that looks like. If there's like a weird... I was hoping there'd be like a weird inlet or like a glitch, and it just doesn't map well. But if it is literally like, no, this hex has no water. That was rough. That was a lot of misses. More jackal fangs. The alpha jackals don't have their own special fangs. Hey, buddy. Look, we're gonna get fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna like chill out for a minute. For you. Juniper berries. Sweet. I think that's what you need to make gin. I don't know. I haven't made a bunch of juniper berry based alcohols. I'm a little curious. Like how much some of these chunks will go for on the marketplace. Because I think a lot of people are just going to avoid fighting at all. Like they're not thinking of like how to manipulate the system. And so some people will like never see these materials, not knowing like how potentially easy it is to grab them. Neat hieroglyphs. They are pretty neat. Are there tier 1 things here? Like I'm seeing mushrooms. Yeah. So like there are things to harvest if you are a tiny man. Is that tier 1 wood? It is. Let me check my biome guide to see if that matches what I've been hearing. Tier 1 wood, stone, and fiber. And mushrooms. But like we should never find anything other than those. Tier 1 level around here. Like I don't want the area to be terrible for new players. Like that's my biggest concern for my settlement. Like, I can handle myself out here. But I don't want to, like, make other people be able to handle themselves, you know? Okay, run away. I'm curious about you, terratoad. Like, what kind of max range do you have? Like, when was I safe? Like, if I stand here, that's safe. Out here. 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 Ah. Oh, I stand here. That's pretty close. Problem is, like, it's very hard to see my hexes. So I don't know how far you actually are. Alright, if I press 3, yeah, it'll run me right towards you. Perfect. That's the best way to initiate combat. We're learning out here. This stream is inadvertently becoming like the Pinewood survival guide. Yeah, thank you for killing that toad. One thing you have to keep in mind is like your survival is not ever guaranteed. Like the numbers were looking good on that fight. Like you knew I got him down to half health and I did run away at 100 health. So theoretically, if I just stuck with it, I should have been able to beat him guaranteed. But like occasionally you'll randomly roll a miss and that leaves it up to like even at like level 100,000 million, you could still lose to an alpha jackal. It's just, you know, a 0.000000001% chance. Like it'll never happen, but it could happen. I kind of like that. Keep you on your toes. Off a jackal. You come to me. He says no. You can zoom in and see how much absolute terror there is around me. He doesn't know how to get to me though. Oh, I keep going deeper into the forest.